This is the all-new 2022 Nissan Armada SL. This is Nissan's full-size SUV and it is their largest SUV. And it was facelifted in 2021. And I have to say I really like the facelift model better. It has a better looking grille and some tweaks to the interior and exterior cosmetics. Now I have to say, it looks much better in the pre-facelift. The pre-facelift was already old and outdated. This is much better, much more refreshing. I really like these tail lights. Really like the design. I love the new Nissan logo. It looks very premium. And I have to say, the Armada is just a stunning vehicle. And I have to say this Aspen White Tricoat exterior color is the best color you can get on the Armada in my personal opinion. Now let's go ahead and check out the interior. Very solid door. You have your Armada door plate right here. And your receiving controls right here. You can see you are welcomed with this charcoal leather interior. And there's also the seats are also perforated. And now let's go ahead and check out the full interior and more detail. Installation of this vehicle is actually quite good. Let's go ahead and review our door panel materials. So up here it's all soft touch with some different synthetic material up here. Still soft touch though. This you can tell is definitely genuine leather, as there are creases right here. It's very soft. Here's your door handle. Here's where you place your arm. Oh, very, very comfy. And right here you have your window controls. All four windows are automatic. Your rear window lock, and you have your door locks as well as your mirrors. And yeah, basically you also have some nice stitching right here on the door grab handle. Now you also have two memory seat settings, some nice trim right here, and very deep cubby space. It's not very wide, it's just in a deep place. Now here, as you can see, you have your air vent as well. Here you have some controls. You have your power liftgate control. You have your safety button right there, and as well you have your tailgate control. You can turn it on or off as well. You can open and trunk manually if you want, but you can also put it to automatic. I personally leave it in automatic. Some more stitching down here, as well as the speaker. You see your push pedal parking brake. Let's go ahead and move our focus right here to the gauge cluster. It is your very typical Nissan SUV gauge cluster. Very typical Armada gauge cluster. Simple yet good looking. And it also has a screen right here in the middle. As you can see, this particular Armada has 6 miles on it. Pretty good screen. And right here on the left, you can adjust the brightness of the screen and use your preset as well. So as you can see, this Armada does have a 4-spoke leather wrapped steering wheel. You have all your steering mounted controls right here mounted on the left and the right of the steering wheel. You can use this to interact with your screen right here in the middle and your infotainment screen. These buttons, let's see how they feel. This is a first impressions. Okay, the buttons, I'm gonna have to admit, they feel okay, but they feel just fine. They feel fine, I guess. Here are all of your track buttons, and here's all of your safety assist buttons, as well as your voice command and your call button. Steering wheel, nice to the touch. Wish the leather on the steering wheel would have been a little bit more beefier I guess you could say, like, it's missing some, it should be like a little bit thicker. That's a better word to say, thicker. Steering wheel should be thicker. And here's your Nissan logo. Really like the new logo. Really like the steering wheel design. And enough about the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and check out our infotainment screen. Right here you have your enter or stop button. And here's your infotainment screen. It is a great size. I really like the layout. It's not like the, I know this vehicle's not compared, but it's not like a ridiculous screen like the Ford Explorer screen that looks like a tablet. It's huge. It's ridiculous. This is like perfect. It's not like super tiny. You can barely see anything, but it's a decent size. I really like it. And here you have your volume knob, as well as your track and seek and track buttons, your day and night mode, as well as your tune knob. Now down here you do have 2 air vents with your hazards button right here in the middle. And your lights are LED, by the way. You can see. Now down here you do have your climate control. You do have tri-zone climate control. So you have your own temperature for the driver, your own temperature for the passenger, and you have the rear temperature. You have the temperature for the rear passengers. You also have heated seats. I'm going to be honest, it would have been nice to see ventilated seats on the SL trim, since it's the not the most luxurious trim, but it's near the most luxurious trim. It would have been nice to see ventilated seats, but I mean, that's what but I mean, it's heated seats are still a nice option. You also have all of your zones right here in front of your defrost. Your fan switch right here. It really reminds you of the fan switch in some BMWs. And let's do a button test here. The buttons here feel really nice to the touch. They don't feel cheap. Like, these on the steering wheel, like a little bit flimsy, but these are actually much nicer. The hazards button, also nice switch. Now here you do have some chrome right here. It says Armada on it. And let's go ahead and check out our cubby space. Just press right there in the bottom. And you can see you do have a wireless charger in there. And as well as a 12-volt power outlet. I really like this nice trim. You do have more connectivity down here, as well as a USB-C port and a USB port. Here is your gear shifter that controls the 9-speed automatic transmission. You can also shift the gears manually. Nice big shifter. And here is your scroll wheel for an infotainment screen. I've seen the scroll wheel before in other Nissan products. And yes, there's a little piece of plastic right here. I can try to show you the menus. So you also have your audio, your menu, and your map and voice navigation. And over here, you do have your back button and your camera button as well. I really like the feel of these buttons as well. Now here you do have all of your drive modes. This knob, it's not bad, it does the job, but I wish it would have had a more rubberized material instead of this material. You have your auto for wheel high. You have your 4-wheel low. You have to push for that. You have auto as well. You have tow mode. Press that button. Snow mode. Press this one. And your traction control off. Now you do, as you can see, there's more trim here, and press right here. Just moving it open to reveal 2 cup holders. And if I do turn on the lights for a second, you You can see these cup holders are illuminated, which is actually quite nice. Now, of course, since this is a huge SUV, you're gonna get this huge armrest. See how comfy it is? First impressions. Very comfy armrests. Press right here. Woo. You have, actually have, I believe you have two switches. So you have a switch for the larger compartment. You have another switch here for a, probably have another smaller compartment right here. Actually, no, you only have this nice and big compartment. Also have this divider. You can see I took it out. You can put some things in here in this little cargo tray. Now, if I remove that, very deep, nice felt lining. And you can also turn on and off the home style outlet, which is in the rear seats. Gonna put this cubby space back in, this little cubby thing back in. Nice little divider. This is very soft. And let's go ahead and talk about seat comfort. These leather seats, obviously genuine leather. It's a nice perforation right here. These are very comfy seats. More soft touch up here. Here's your glove box. Absolutely huge glove box. Humongous. More trim up there. This is all soft touch. And here's your rearview mirror. You have your rearview mirror with all of your garage door settings as well. Now up here, two lights. You can also control the rear seat lights from here. You have your SOS button as well. You can also turn the switch on and off for like that when you get inside of the car. When you open the door of the car, the lights turn on and it lets you know if there's a door open. And then, when you close the car correctly, the lights will turn off, obviously. And now here you have this sunglasses holder. Pretty decent size. It does have a felt lining. Your sun visor. And I have to say, let's talk about ergonomics here for a second. Like, overall interior. Soft, lots of soft touch. Where it's supposed to be. The armrest has soft touch. 2 memory seat settings. Nice steering wheel. Could be a little bit thicker though. Nice interface right here. This could have cooled seats. All of this is pretty nice, pretty great. Lots of cubby spaces. Nice buttons. Trim. Like the scroll wheel. This is very comfy. Seats are very comfy, I have to say. Great job, Nissan. Amazing, extremely comfortable SUV. Let's go ahead and check out the second row seats. As you can see, these second row seats are captain's chairs, and I have to say, I really love captain's chairs. They are extremely supportive and very comfy. I have to say, I really love that solid door thunk when you close this door. I mean, very solid. So, you can see your door panel materials all the same. Nice leather, nice armrest as well. All of this is the same as the front seats. Now, this seat is lined up with the B-pillar. This seat is a decent way back. And I have a great amount of room back here. Let me show you. You can see great amount of room back here. Lots of foot room. Some leg room. You have your 2 pockets right here. And right here you can see you do have a button, and it does reveal your compartment right here, and the rear passengers also have access to it. So very smart design. This opens right here, and this opens right here. So you have your climate controls right here. You can control your mode, your temp as well, temperature, all of this. And down here, as I was mentioning earlier, you do have your 3-prong home style outlet, a 12-volt power outlet, as well as a USB-C and a USB port. Now here you have some gorgeous trim, and press right here. Review sticker holders. No felt lining though. I wish I had felt lining. Very, very comfy. Very luxurious feature. I haven't seen this in many cars lately. And this is extremely deep. Although there's no connectivity in here, there's a lot of cargo space, a lot of cubby space down here. It could have been maybe some connectivity down here, but there isn't. But that's fine. I mean, I haven't seen a rear seat armrest in like almost any car nowadays. Very comfy. So here is what it looks like from the rear seats. Now let's go ahead and check out the third row. And I almost forgot to mention to have another cubby space right here. I am not a short person. I am between the height of 5'7" and 5'8", and the seat is almost all the way back, I believe, or all the way back, and my knees are touching. I still have a teeny tiny bit of legroom though, but barely. But I mean, I can be back here for 5-10 minutes, but not for very long. This is meant for smaller children and smaller adults. 2 cup holders as well. It actually would have been nice if they would have put air vents right here, but they actually have them up here instead. And you also have a grab handle back here in the rear seats. I haven't seen that in many cars. And as you can see, it's the same thing on the other side. And I actually wish there was like a light back here, but there isn't. But I mean, that's fine, I guess. So let's go ahead and sit behind myself here. So I'm sitting behind the position where I was in. I have a bit more room. I would like to be sitting here instead of there. A little bit more forward. And a bit more room, and it just feels more roomy. Headroom, decent, but I don't think a much taller person can fit back here. And here's what it looks like from the rear seats. Here is your third row view. Let's go ahead and check out the cargo space. I'm sure it is pretty good. All you have to do to open the tailgate is press a button, and your tailgate will automatically open. And it will also flash and make some beeping noises. Now, of course, this is a full-size SUV. Tons of room back here, even with third row up. You also have some storage space right here. And I have to say, obviously, great amount of storage room back here for the third row seats. You have more room for the second row seats, and you have a ton of room. That's what this SUV is made for, to be spacious, reliable, stylish, and comfortable. And you also have all of your creature comforts such as heated seats and tri-zone climate and power tailgate. And I have to say, this Armada has all those things. So thank you so much for watching this review of the 2022 Nissan Armada SL. I have to say, this is my new favorite non-luxury full-size SUV. I do not like Nissan, but this Armada is an exception. This is basically a non-luxury Infiniti QX80. except with a much lower price tag. Well, thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.